Virgo, welcome to Pure Tarot. Long time no see. I'm doing a reading for the rest of October, which is another 2 weeks. Here we are. I'm choosing to draw an Egyptian gods tarot, oracle. I can't say it. Oracle card. And you have 2 cards. So let's look at these overarching energies. Wow. One is Amun-Ra, creation, and the other one is Mat, truth and fairness. That's a big mandate, Virgo. These are huge energies. You know what I find really beautiful is that you could tie in that you're creating truth and fairness, which almost tells me that you might have a Libra placement in your natal chart, or you might be interacting with namely Librans and maybe Aquarians. Another impression I'm getting is I just kind of said that for Leo. It's a very strong energy here of life pulsation and something making you feel quite alive because it's much more creative than what you're used to doing. And we're talking about your day-to-day, right? Probably mostly your job. So let's look into the tarot. This card just dropped as I cut the deck to shuffle. So I'm actually going to take this card. It's the 5 of Swords. I'm going to draw more. Why is this 5 of Swords here? It's interesting. I can tie it in already with truth and fairness, right? There might have been a conflictual situation for which you are intervening as maybe the referee, kind of, or, you know, just the Knight of Wands here. Just as someone helping bring out the truth. This card, this is the Queen of Swords in reverse. So you might be the neutral one, or you might be involved directly, let's say, in this conflict, or at least this, I want to say argument, because we have swords on it. It's a 5 of Swords, right? 10 of Pentacles, involving money, family maybe, real estate. One more, and the 8 of Wands in reverse. So a situation where it's interesting, both the Queen of Swords in reverse as well as the 8 of Wands in reverse are telling me that whoever's in conflict have basically stopped speaking to one another. So there's like a stalemate. There's sort of a situation where maybe that's why I'm sensing you might be playing the role of the mediator here. You would be the communicator, the one chosen to maybe decide even. When I say decide, maybe I'm not necessarily seeing or sensing that you would be judging the situation and decreting, you know, who's right and who's wrong. it's not really like that. It's much more a mediation role in the context of I feel belongings that are common belongings. So like people, like let's say people owning a house, or and maybe having disagreements relating to that. This Knight of Wands here, he's I have the word he's rash. He's very he's quick-tempered, right? He's quick to get angry, actually. And if it's not anger, he's quick to turn around and flee the situation or cut the dialogue, right? And that kind of impulsiveness, right? And I think this is why there's literally, I think that both parties are not speaking. I feel it's two people, or at least two sides, right? That might involve more than one person on each side, but there are like two clans here, kind of. The Ten of Cups came out in reverse. Another 10 in... Let's see. So this is a different tarot deck. I'm sort of, you could say clarifying, but I feel that we're also looking into how things might evolve. Chariot. Let me think a little, because Libra, it could be within the context of a marriage, right? A partnership, someone with whom you would live. Because we do have the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups on the table. We're looking at something that could have been long-lasting, so a commitment, something you would feel very familiar to, or with, or so not just the person, but the surroundings, and whatever this points to, really, which I'm leaning towards more the place where you live, and I think there's a disagreement around that. And I'm not sure if the disagreement is precisely pointing to, let's say, the house itself, or the place where you live, or it might be a disagreement about a different issue, but it's affecting your lifestyle, if you want. It's affecting where you live. It's affecting this relationship within these four walls. And it's mainly affecting the communication. It's creating tensions and unhappiness. And unfortunately, someone wants to leave. Someone wants to leave. I feel from the energy, I feel it would be the Knight of Wands. So whoever that is, whether that's you. So Virgo, I did say, you could be involved within the conflict or be outside of this conflict and being the mediator where you're trying to bring truth and fairness. And maybe I think you're trying to help these people not maybe split or at least move or separate. At least physically, they might not separate or, break their bond, their union, but they might want to change residence or at least operate changes around that. But it could be that you're involved. And if there's multiple people, it could be because it's a family. Honestly, there could be kids involved. And it could be maybe even a mother, grandmother, grandfather, like other relatives, possibly. For truth to come out here, there could have been lies. The Queen of Swords could have lied about something. It's not gender specific, so don't think the Queen is a female and the Knight is a male. It could be reversed. It's really irrelevant in this case. It's a matter of pointing out that out of the communication, which is obviously tense, it's also the communication is broken, but it could have also involved lies, which may be the source of the conflict ultimately, right? Virgo, it's a little bit difficult in the sense that like someone wants to leave, and yet someone's unable to leave with the Eight of Wands. It's not just communication on the Eight of Wands, it's also movement. And in this case, there would be no movement. It feels like one person stays and the other one leaves. That's what I'm sensing, really. I'm trying to go back to this beautiful energy I sensed for you, Virgo, yes. Almost called you Libra because I told you there's a lot of Libran energy and almost also Aquarian energy here. But this initial thought where you were creating something, and I have the word mesmerizing now. I'm going to say something. I don't know what the guidance is going to say, but I would go as far as saying that you might succeed because your energy is so positive. What I sensed at the beginning was so literally beautiful. I think you might have enough talent, or there might be enough, I don't know, I want to say enough light for you to actually be helpful in this situation. what I'm saying is that I think you could really make a difference, and you might change the course of the direction of where this reading is pointing for whoever's involved here. I'm not saying that you would necessarily do that. Anyways, it might be a possibility. Kindness. Leo had this card. It's really interesting because it adds to your skill set here of what I was describing about you really, really, really having this incredible energy it's you know, by being kind and fair, these people would trust you. They would trust your judgment, or at least your advice. And because I was sensing you might be the mediator, they might open up to you, and then you might really make a difference here. What's creative is this generative and positive energy, one that is of building something. So in this sense, I feel that you're helping to consolidate, or, you know, at least glue together, mend maybe what I sense to be this conflict. So, Virgo, it is a big mandate, no matter which part of the equation you're on, right? You've got a lot of I guess a lot of responsibility rests on your shoulders, so to speak. Not to put any pressure, but I am kind of. Anyways, just joking. So I will end the reading here. I hope something resonated for you. If it did, do show me. Like the video, share maybe, and subscribe mostly. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much. Good night.